Wolverine is going to be the first mutant introduced, maybe just hinted, but will be introduced in Falcon Winter Soldier.
She'll blink mutants into the MCU.
And we'll begin right after this. Hey! Welcome back to New Rockstars. Uh-oh, I'm in the driver's seat again. WandaVision and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier are both gunning to launch Marvel's Phase 4. With reports that WandaVision could actually drop as early as October of this year, there's evidence that both shows could introduce mutants to the MCU. Mutants, baby. What we want to know is who's going to do it first and how. This is Rogue Theory, the podcast which brings you the wildest, nerdy, hot takes done by hot boys in high-stakes rumbles. I am the Honorable Judge, Thomas Michael Bechtold, and with me today to go head-to-head to pitch their best theories, our New Rockstars resident nerd genius, Erik Voss.
Hello, thank you for having me back. I'm ready to go rogue.
Yes, Eric, yes. And our returning guest, the very talented, very funny Eric Owusu.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. I'm ready to come at Voss's jugular.
Yes.
Let's go.
We only have two panelists today, like I said, because we're doing a cage match style. This is going to be a brawl, a battle royale. 2 men enter. 2 men will also leave because it's not that kind of show. They will shake hands at the end digitally. Today, without further ado, we have the Eric Bowl. Eric Bowl. Eric Bowl.
Eric Bowl.
Eric Bowl. Spoiler alert, an Eric is going to win today. All right, WandaVision and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier are coming, and they're coming hard. And in one of these shows, we're likely to get the MCU's first official hint of mutants in this universe. Eric Owusu, you'll be arguing for WandaVision, okay? Erik Voss, you'll be arguing for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We'll cut these promos into 3 rounds. For round 1, you're going to have 3 minutes, like I said, to make your general case for your MCU mutants. Okay, go rogue, my sons. Owusu, your 3 minutes begin now.
This is how WandaVision is going to introduce mutants into the MCU.
Yes.
From all my 90s kids.
Yes.
Okay, so, according to the powers that be, WandaVision's the first thing that we're going to see in this new Phase 4 version of the MCU. The last thing we saw was Spider-Man Far From Home, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, WandaVision is going to adapt the events from the House of M comic books, kind of, sort of. So in the trailers, we see that, Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, is kind of a homemaker. She's in different kind of sitcom sets, blinking in between different realities, like, not I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah,
That's
I Dream of Jeannie / Bewitched, like a little twinkle of the nose and a little winky wink, magic happens. Her and Vision are a couple. We see 2 cradles. They have babies. They're twins. And what I think is that those twins are Billy and Tommy. Shout out to you.
Yes. Points.
Who are their twin sons? Yeah, already winning. Who are their twin sons from the comic books. So now in the House of M, a lot of wild stuff happens. But mainly the thing is, Wanda taps into this thing called chaos magic, which allows her almost infinite power. She changes reality. She's not happy with the way things are. And at one point she says, no more mutants. And then just things go haywire. Mm-hmm. So I think kind of a reverse will happen in WandaVision, the TV show on Disney+. Give me a check, Disney. I just plugged y'all.
Yes.
Where she'll blink mutants into the MCU. Mutants haven't been identified in the MCU as of yet. They've been enhanced individuals and stuff like that, super serum soldiers. But Wanda will blink and wish and just kind of make mutants happen in this MCU. She's going to do it in her TV show. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. Boom, drop the mic. Till next round.
Wow, chills. You know what? That was such a compelling first round that I didn't even time you. So, was that 3 minutes?
Are there rules? What are the rules there, Bechtold?
You know what? It felt like 3 minutes in my world, my dimension, the Tommy world, where everything is very hairy. All right, Eric. Erik Voss, you're up next. Give me what you got. Setting the timer at a strict 3 minutes here.
All right, woo, you gotta be out of your goddamn mind, my friend. Because here's where you're wrong. While definitely WandaVision seems to be setting up Tommy and Billy and those cradles, I don't think the word mutant will be uttered in WandaVision. And yes, there are some reports saying it's going to be moved up to October, but we don't really know. Some other reports are saying it's going to be like spring 2028. It's all over the map. It's rumors, my friend, just rumors. And here's what we do know about Falcon Winter Soldier. That show is going to explore the relationship between superheroes and the government. That show is going to go into the history of Captain America, a history that in the comics inspired the history of Weapon X. And as I have theorized, and as Fortnite has confirmed, the new shield that Sam Wilson bears is not made of vibranium, but proto-adamanitum. And you can't have adamantium without Wolverine in this world. We're going to explore the history of that shield, the history of adamantium, and we're going to see Weapon X and how mutants already exist in this world. And we're going to see how Wolverine, not the Maximoff clan and Magneto and all this, Wolverine is going to be the first mutant introduced, maybe just hinted, but will be introduced in Falcon Winter Soldier. Mark my words.
Oh my God, that was brisk. That was intense. That was angry. That was a little bit erotic. I gotta say, guys, both of those takes were incredible. But I am a tough judge. Okay, my record on the bench has been pretty disgraceful. A lot of complaints, a lot of ethics violations. But one thing I'm known for is allowing people to continue to plead their case. I'm still not convinced here, but for round 2, I'm going to give you each 2 additional minutes here to go even roguier with these theories, okay? So any inside scoops you might have from your sources. I want to point out someone doubted my source the other week about MCU contracts that I know from a person who literally signed that contract. If you got inside sources, I will verify them for you, okay? So if you have a chance that if you get an inside scoop, now's the time to drop on us. Voss, we're going to have you go first this round. Give us what you got. 2 minutes.
Okay, I got 2 more minutes of heat coming your way, guys. So some interesting news just came out about Falcon Winter Soldier, some casting reports. They are casting a Yakuza biker and like another Yakuza gang member on that show. So why is that important? Well, in Endgame, we saw Hawkeye taking down some Yakuza people. This is important to the world of the MCU. And on a leaked set photo that came out, someone saw a biker gang jacket with a red demon face on the back that many believe to be Ogun, the MCU villain that is tied to Wolverine's origin. So why introduce a Yakuza person with this specific logo on the back if you're not going to be digging into the history of Wolverine? This is a ripe opportunity to deal with the whole conflict between the government and the way they have tried to control superheroes. That is definitely the conflict Sam Wilson has been setting up for his entire MCU existence. Is he a government super soldier like Cap is, or is he his own hero? That is the story of the X-Men and the different legislation that's been passed on the X-Men and the attempts by Senator Kelly and other types to try to control them. And that is the story we're going to explore through Wolverine. Snicked.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Another sharp, efficient pleading of your case, Eric. Very nice there. Very, some tantalizing details. Owusu, I gotta say, I'm looking forward to hearing your rebuttal to this. I'll have you go now. 2 minutes.
Well, it's a bad thing for Voss that I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to take a bite out of his candy ass.
Woo!
Yep.
with that awful take. Now, X-Men actor who played Quicksilver, his name is Evan Peters. He was cast in a mystery role in WandaVision. So, my theory is that he's gonna flash his way in. That's the DC fast guy. He's gonna Quicksilver his way in. Cross the streams here. We never cross streams. He's gonna Quicksilver his way in for one of the blinks. And in the comic House of M, at one point, Scarlet Witch brings Quicksilver, Pietro, back to life with some of her crazy chaos magic. So, anything's possible. Anything's up for grabs. Evan Peters has been cast in this thing. He's probably going to come back as Quicksilver. And that is evidence right there that mutants will infiltrate the MCU via what? Falcon and Captain America? No. They're going to come in via WandaVision with her blinky and her twitchy and her magic fingers. Bing, bang, boom, bow, take that. And that's what Eric Owusu is cooking.
Wow. That is, I'll be honest. Eric Owusu started off much more polite than Erik Voss in this fight, but in the end, he did drop. He did threaten to take a bite out. Did threaten to take a bite out of your sweet, sweet candy ass. And for that, we know that it has gotten real. We have one more final round of arguments that each side is going to present, and then I'll give my final ruling. And my ruling will be final. It will be notarized. It'll be sent to the Smithsonian, where it will stay in a vault for 500 years before it is released to the public. Each of you will get 60 seconds. That's 1 American minute, also 1 Canadian minute. Really a minute anywhere in the world to hit your bottom line. Here's my question. Why do mutants have to be introduced the way you pitch them? Compel me here. How will your vision set up the MCU in a crazy way? Bring us home, boys. Eric Owusu, you're going first. Your 60 seconds begin now.
I'm going to use those 60 seconds, those 60 American seconds, very efficiently.
Yes.
But to start, I'm going to say that Erik Voss is a candy ass, just in case y'all forgot. Now, anyway.
TikTok.
Now, with my remaining 45 seconds, my theory is the correct theory because WandaVision is the first Phase 4 MCU show that's going to premiere. Sorry, my knee was in the shot.
No problem.
It's going to premiere. And it's going to introduce mutants. Why? Because Evan Peters is coming in as Quicksilver. He's going to rapid fire his way into it. And it's going to be largely based on the House of M storyline from the comic books, which sees Wanda messing with the reality of time and space. And also her powers are very similar looking to the effects of the Reality Stone. Her red mystic magic powers, Reality Stone's red mystic goo. So she's going to mess with reality. She's going to introduce mutants that way. And I think that she's not only going to introduce mutants, she's also going to introduce other Marvel property creature type things. She's going to introduce Celestials. She's going to introduce zombies. She's going to introduce vampires. Michael Morbius is getting his own movie eventually. We saw him interact with the Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, who was in Spider-Man Homecoming. And Spider-Man was in the MCU's Civil War and other movies. So Michael Morbius is a mutated vampire.
We are well over a minute, sir.
So anything's possible.
Yes.
WandaVision's how we're doing it. Bing,
Yes.
bang, boom.
Wow. I like it. You know what? Once you started to attach the strings, like a conspiracy theory of, like, Michael Morbius was in the same room as Michael Keaton, who played Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, who we know is this. I really started to connect with that, because God knows. Yes.
Right. It's all 9/11.
All masterminded 9/11. Great. Okay. Erik Voss, your final rebuttal.
All right, I'm going to quote our future president, or paraphrase, and say, woo-woo, I'm going to let you finish. I did let you finish, but my theory is the best of all time! All time! And here is why. As much as I want to see WandaVision open up the multiverse, theoretically blip anything in our reality just through a matter of a witch's blink, I think it is simpler than this. I think the mutants already exist in our universe. Don't we want to not change their story too much, just imply their histories are the same, they were just in the background? Why can't we say that Westchester County during the Battle of New York was fighting off their own Chitaris, and we get to revisit each of the past MCU battles just through the eyes or eye of Scott Summers, or through the vantage point of Aurora Monroe as she's floating over, channeling Thor's lightning from the Battle of New York to blow up another Leviathan. We can revisit everything in the MCU just through the lens of the Fantastic Four, of the X-Men, by just hinting that adamantium already exists in this universe in the form of this new shield. Weapon X already exists through Project Exodus. And your knee came in the shot. I'm giving you 2 knees, my friend.
Whoa!
Both you boys can pop a squat on Papa Voss as I tell you the story of Falcon Winter Soldier.
Neither one of you even coming close to obeying the 1 minute limit, but both of you coming close to making my heart explode from action. Wow. But this is going to be really tough for me. Here's how I kind of score this. And again, my decisions are final. And you will have to live with the shame of losing if I do decide that is the case. First round, Voss, you had me at Wolverine, okay? You brought up Wolverine. You said the magic words that every man with the heart of a young boy in his heart, I'm going to say that in a way that doesn't seem so creepy. Every man revisiting his childhood wants Wolverine to come back into his life. You had me at round 1. Eric Owusu, you had me in round 2 with just straight up logic. Evan Peters is cast in the show. Why are they casting him in the show? If he's going to play a completely different character, he's going to have to be CGI or wearing prosthetics or something like that, because you cannot have this person playing a different character in the MCU. That would be like Johnny Storm being Captain America. That would be insane. They would never do that, okay? However, in round 3, it was very tough. The moments were compelling, the arguments were compelling, but I do have to agree with Voss that it is more Marvel style. It is more Marvel style. They love to show flashbacks from old movies where they could justify that this thing has been, you should have known this all along. There's a very sort of like person who's read one more book than you in a series smugness to Marvel movies where they're like, you know, in Spider-Man Far From Home, they were like, yeah, if you were paying attention in the first Iron Man, you would have seen this guy. Like, this was an employee of Obadiah Stane, or you know, where they love to go back and show like moments, whether they're even real or they're just reshoots or something from a different angle or made up on a computer. It just seems more Marvel style to me to introduce this as we've been insinuating this for a long time. So my verdict is round 1 goes to Erik Voss. Good job, gentlemen, both of you.
Hey, and you know, ultimately, at the end of the day, this may just be decided on release day and how fast they can finish reshoots on Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Because if one just drops before the other, that if they both mention mutants, it might just be a matter of releases.
I would say
theories.
It would stand to reason that both are probably have a decent chance of introducing mutants. It probably will come down to who introduces it first because they're going to work together. Like the shows are going to probably push towards, you know, what is it? We're in phase 4 now. It would stand to reason.
Yeah. Or are all of our dreams could be dashed, and mutant isn't mentioned at all in the MCU until like 2025.
Yep.
Totally possible.
That's true.
That's absolutely possible.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. These movies might not be coming out till 2025. If we all just don't wear our stupid masks, be a superhero and put your mask on, how hard is it? How stubborn are you? Yeah. What's the matter with you? Don't tread on me. Don't tread on yourself. Put a mask on.
But I have a made-up medical condition because I've never read the ADA, but now it conveniently fits my political views.
Yeah, breathing is hard for me too. I have a medical condition called I ate fast food 5 days a week for 10 years, okay? That doesn't mean I shouldn't wear a mask. I'm still at risk to infect other people. Put a mask on. But right now, we need to cool off and we need to retreat to our corners because the Eric Bowl is a little too hot to slurp, okay? We gotta let it rest. We gotta let it settle. We gotta let all the flavors marinate. And let's hear a few words from our fine sponsors who help us bring Rogue Theory to you every week. If you're an e-commerce seller, right now is a wild time, and ShipStation is here to help. When we've tried to ship things in the past, like new Rockstars merch, it was confusing to figure out what is shipped and what hasn't and how much it all costs. ShipStation helps online sellers of any size get orders out quickly, save money on shipping costs, and keep customers happy. And to my knowledge, that is the most important thing. A happy customer is a returning customer. They'll get you the shipping rates normally reserved for Fortune 500 companies. We're talking the big boys. We're talking Play-Doh. We're talking Lego, okay? All the big wigs, okay? It's the fastest, easiest, and most efficient way to manage and ship your orders. Just a few clicks, and you'll be managing your orders and getting your product to happy customers. ShipStation, they make it easy, and that's good for a person like me with limited intellect. They work with all the major carriers, and their interface brings your products together, whether you're selling them on Etsy, Amazon, or your own website. Tommy Tees, for instance, is my website. It sells graphic tees that are misspelled. It's great. ShipStation is the #1 choice of online sellers. You'll ship more in less time with the best rates available. And right now, you can try ShipStation free for 60 days when you use the code ROGUE. Make sure your business is ready to meet the demands of delivery culture. Get started at ShipStation.com today. Click on the microphone right at the tippy top of the homepage and type in ROGUE. That's ShipStation.com. Then enter the code ROGUE. ShipStation.com. Make ship happen. A little naughty. A little bit naughty. Speaking of naughty, let's get to our second ad, and it's going to be a little spicy. A little bit spicy. Guys, let's thank today's sponsor and someone that has sponsored many a lonely winter evening in upstate New York, AdamandEve.com. Adam and Eve says the best part of staying at home is playing at home. And they're not talking checkers. They're not talking chess. They're not talking Twister. They're talking straight up S-ing, F-ing, T-ing, Q-ing, R-ing, dipping, twisting, everything you can imagine. Your filthy mind goes there. Adam and Eve's got something to shepherd you. They're like sexual Sherpas. I love these people. All of this downtime gives us time to get down. I know I'm getting down. Am I getting down with anybody? No, that's where Adam and Eve comes in. Built-in threesome. Bing, bang, boom. All right. Take advantage of this downtime and choose almost any item from AdamandEve.com's 50% off. When you do, you're also going to get 10 free boredom-busting gifts. That's more than Santa brings you, okay? These people are erotic Santa Clauses. What does Santa bring you? 8 presents? These people are throwing in 10 free gifts the second you order something. And that's 6 spicy movies, a 3-piece bonus kit, which let your mind wander there, 3 whole pieces. And best of all, free shipping delivered discreetly right to your door. No, I have no shame. I say, leave it out of the packaging. Just drop that dildo right on my front porch. What do I care? But
yeah, mail it to the neighbor. I want him to know what I'm doing.
That's right. Let my neighbor know. She's a very nice woman, but she should know.
Let the neighbor watch.
Take it out of the package and just suction it right on the front door.
That's right. Ping! Just like a bow and arrow from Hawkeye. Bing! Right to the door. All right, where were we? All this shopping at home is more convenient right now. More than ever, you want to do this stuff from home. And shopping for adult stuff is just this much more convenient with Adam and Eve. Just remember to use the offer code THEORY. That's THEORY. You ain't got no alibi unless you call Adam and Eve or go to their website. Don't call them. I mean, at this point, who wants to hear a phone call? What is this? 2003? Text them.
That's a different service.
Text them you up, okay? And make sure you type in theory at checkout, okay? Adam and Eve has thousands of products to make you glad you're staying at home. I may never leave the house again. And by the way, I'm dehydrated. Can I order? Does Adam and Eve have Gatorades? I don't know. Either way, I'm losing fluids rapidly with Adam and Eve. Go to adamandeve.com and use that offer code THEORY. I love you all very much. We want to thank our friends at Manscape for sponsoring this episode. Manscape offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, and if you're ever going to treat yourself to something that's precision-engineered, it should be something you shear your gorgeous ball sack with. Is that not right, Voss? Look at that thing. Look at our spokesmodel, Erik Voss. Isn't he gorgeous? Look at him.
It's pristine.
Oh, wow. He's using it right now, I think. They spent 18...
Look at him go.
They spent 18... Yeah. Guy's really going for it.
Not a drop of blood, Daddy.
Wow, that's great. Proud of you, son. They spent 18 months. That's 2 pregnancies. 3 if you're using drugs during them. To build the Lawnmower 3.0, the greatest body hair trimmer the world has ever seen. It's waterproof. That's important. It has 90-minute battery. That's equally important. However, I will say, if you reach minute 70 with the Manscaper, take a break. Sit down. Let everything cool out. And there's obviously a situation going there if you're manscaping your groin for 90 minutes. So if you hit like what would be the length of a Christopher Guest mockumentary, somewhere between 73 and 82 minutes, go ahead and set that bad boy down. This thing has a 90-minute battery, which is incredible. It even has an LED light so you can see what you're doing. That's pretty nice. You know, it gets hard. And also, it's difficult to shave your jewels. Manscaping accidents are a thing of the past thanks to Manscaped's skin-safe technology. Skin-safe technology. If we can do it with Manscaped, why can't we just do it and end vampire terrorism, okay? If we can keep the skin safe, they can't bite us. We need to use the technology from the razors for our necks. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. They've also got quiet stroke technology on their 7,000 RPM trimmer motor. I use quiet stroke technology now that I'm living with my mom again. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code ROGUETHEORY at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com and use the promo code ROGUETHEORY. Okay? Rogue Theory. Let's get everybody cleaned up for the holidays. Let's move on to Discord Rogue Theory. Speaking of verdicts like the one I just gave, every week we play a Rogue Theory with our patrons on the new Rockstars Discord. It's where everything happens. It's the Studio 54 of geek culture. There's cocaine. There's illicit hookups in the bathroom. There's people optioning film scripts, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm usually asked to leave because I don't play by the rules of the forum. So I usually get about 3 comments in before someone very politely says, that's not what we do in this forum. This is where we discuss Beetlejuice. And I say, Beetlejuice porn! And they're like, no, just Beetlejuice. This week, we had some patrons pitch theories about the 2nd season of Amazon series The Boys, personal favorite of mine. We had some really, really, really good theories this week, including some bangers from Sandman and John James. But our winner was MLGX. What does that stand for? With their theory that Homelander will be briefly joining up with the boys to defeat Stormfront before, of course, turning evil again and killing all kinds of folks. That that does make sense. You can play too and have your theory read on an episode of Rogue Theory by a barely literate man-child. All you have to do is become a patron of New Rockstars and join our Discord. Also, if you haven't already, watch the first season of The Boys. We're going to be covering the second season on this channel. Please involve me, and you'll want to be all caught up, okay? You're going to catch up on it. Chit-chat with me about The Boys. I love talking about The Boys. I love talking about the girls. I love talking about the boys and girls together. Now we're on to our second topic, the Secret Wars series. Endgame directors, the Russo brothers, did an interview this week where they mentioned, again, how much they'd like to direct a Secret Wars movie. Let's get this going, guys, and how they think it could be even bigger than Endgame. If anyone's going to know, it's going to be them. Gentlemen, pitch me on how this famous comic storyline could come to the big screen at some point in the MCU future. Voss, why don't you go first?
Okay, so what is Secret Wars? For those who don't know, it was like a 1985 comic crossover event where like all the Marvel heroes and villains just get teleported to this strange place that we later find out is Battle World, and they were brought there by who we later learn is the Beyonder, and he's kind of just like pitted them all against each other, and there's all kinds of interesting alignments between heroes and villains. It was the reason the Russo brothers say this could be like the best Marvel movie of all time is it's just like Endgame on crack, because it's like an even bigger crossover event that just doesn't even try to justify it with like time or physics. It's just like, what if this guy could just like take everyone into his toy box and mix them all up? So, practically, the way I think this would have to work is it's going to take years in order to, like, reset everything, to have everyone appear in the movie at the same time again. It's like a decade away. But there's a way you can lead up to it in a cool, like, a slow drip kind of way. So now that, like, you know, things are now moving towards streaming series, and I think Disney Plus is going to find out between WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, that's going to be the way to go. Episodic storytelling, the way comic books are meant to be told, and you can still fund it with just as big of a budget. What if we have a Battle World and a Secret Wars style event to where it's just episodic? You know, just maybe every week or every month you have a special event where it is two characters from the MCU. You can afford a budget of just bringing back, let's say, Ultron versus Red Skull. You can bring those two actors back. They just do a quick battle, and they're done. And then you have, like, basically a tournament, you know, that you work your way up to who are going to be the champions. And then it's just like a versus series. This character versus this character. You can have Pietro Maximoff versus Hawkeye. And then finally he's trying to like fire those arrows at him. He finally wants to pull back the arrow. He's like, I'm going to get you this time and you're going to see it coming. You know? And we can work our way up toward a big crossover event. But that way you can spread out the Secret Wars conflict over the course of years. And just have someone get transported from at a time, and then it's just two characters we haven't seen in a while and aren't going to see in a fight in the future. You can have, like, we don't know what's going to happen with Hulk and Rhodey, you know? Like, they aren't attached to any big title coming up. You can have them fight and duke it out in a Battle World event. And that way we can build up to the big movie of Secret Wars, and they can do it as, like, a three-parter. I'm sold. I'm done.
I like that. Excellent. All right. Very good. Eric Owusu, what is your pitch for a Secret Wars movie?
I like the Secret Wars kind of rumors sniffing this aroma out in the air from the Russo brothers a lot. Yeah. It smells good. It smells like money. But I like with the Secret Wars movie being a huge movie event the way Endgame was, where everyone or as many people as possible who are available, who could be made available, paid handsome amounts of money or given their children back because they were taken ransom by Marvel so they can get this thing done. That happens. Yeah. So we get everyone together. Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, everyone who said they're done, bring them back in, like that mobster movie I can't remember the name of.
The Godfather Part 2, I believe. Every time they pull me out, every time I try to get out, they pull me back in.
That's why you're the king, Tommy.
Yes, all right.
Now, and I'd like a Secret Wars movie to work kind of like so there was a two-part episode of the Spider-Man animated series in the 90s where they did a Secret Wars kind of small arc where what Voss said happened. A bunch of heroes were teleported to this world to kind of prove that good was better than evil, and they brought in a bunch of villains. They brought in the Lizard. So I think that could happen in the movie, but also in the movie I wanted to kind of function like a Kingdom Hearts type of event scenario where we follow a specific hero or character as they go to different parts of the planet and see different heroes battling it out with different villains. So that way we could actually have what Voss was saying, and like having 2 actors at a time, 3 actors, 4 actors at a time, doing different parts of the movie. But we just kind of space it out over a movie or 2 movies, maybe even 3 movies.
Yes, a trilogy.
Yes. A nice little Marvel trilogy, of the Secret Wars.
Yes, I like that. I like that very much. You brought up Kingdom Hearts. Shout out to my boy Riku. Shout out to my girl Kairi. Shout out to my boy Sora. And Negative Sora, which I believe is called Roxas. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Something like that.
But I do love those games, and I love your idea for the movie. Guys, I feel like I've led us all astray. This is, we're at a time right now where everybody's so divided. I made you guys fight. I was the beyonder of this situation. I pulled you from your worlds.
What? And
I made you fight for my pleasure, but I'm going to retire for 1 second. Judge Thomas Michael Bechtold. And I'm going to introduce you guys to another guy. This is big-time Hollywood producer T. Michael Bechtold. And I want you to work together now to pitch me in concert your 2 ideas. I want you to work together to punch up your Secret Wars pitches to give me one solid, unified, team-worked-out pitch, okay? On Secret Wars. I need you to combine your powers, and we'll begin right after this. Hey, guys! Thanks for coming to my office at 7:30 on a Friday afternoon in Santa Monica. That's a long drive. I love what you guys did with your treatment. I love the treatment. Treatment was amazing, but I need you to wow me right now with an in-the-room pitch. Go ahead.
Okay, we're not going to waste time because we know you don't validate parking, but
I do not.
Myself, Erik Voss, my friend Eric Owusu, we got a pitch that's going to blow your pants off. And it's a hybrid Battle World Secret Wars Marvel crossover event that will explore the different realms of Battle World that from different points of view, but doing it 1 movie at a time every year of the decade of 2020 through 2030. 1 90-minute event that explores a different corner of the Marvel world. So my man Owusu's going to pitch you the first episode of it, just to give you a sense of it.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the first episode, before all your cocaine runs out, is going to be Spider-Man and all the young Avengers, and even the new mutants thrown in there, all the young, new, hot Avenger superheroes versus new villains that we haven't seen in the MCU yet. So Doctor Doom, right? That's all I can think of right now. But he's a big one. Galactus.
Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror. Yeah. And whoever the Silver Surfer doesn't like. All those people are going to go to war, and we're going to bring the new kids and fans of the old comics together to watch these heroes and villains duke it out on the big screen in IMAX 4K. Bang.
Yeah.
Voss is going to take it over from here.
So that's the pilot one. We'll get you the show Bible for the other 9 episodes, but we'll tell you the final one. We're going to save you a lot of money. We're just going to be using stuntmen in suits. Which, a lot of the stunts are done by stuntmen anyway. And then when Iron Man's visor opens, it's just going to be Robert Downey Jr.'s face rotoscoped from one of the other past movies. So that way we don't need to pay any of these actors to come back, just like appearance fees for whatever they're, using their likeness. But that's it. We're going to have them all fight, just like toys, and we're going to have other voiceover actors, the way that they had that guy from Walking Dead do the voice for Red Skull in Infinity War. That's what we're going to do for all of these characters. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Boys, let me tell you a little story. When I was producing Baby Commandos, my diaper's full, my gun clip's empty. I was told I would never work in this town again. And I took a risk, and I made Baby Commandos 2. My rattle's louder than my shotgun. Nobody told me to make that movie. We lost $100 million. But what you just told me is a $100 billion idea. I'm green-lighting the idea. I'm going to do just a little more cocaine. And we're going to start working on that.
Wait,
sir?
Are you okay?
Sir? Oh my God!
Can you just sign something before you?
Oh shit! Oh God! No! Woo! We can at Bernie's him. We'll keep him alive. We'll get this movie made one way or another.
I like it. Just electrodes, just right on the nipples. They'll keep him alive. Yeah.
And now I'm back as the Honorable Judge Thomas Bechtold to give you my decision, and that is that you work together wonderfully. So I'm calling that round a tie. I did really enjoy that theory. I love Eric. I love Voss. I love the idea of starting it out on the Disney Plus platform, building to the movies almost as like these little like featurettes. I love that. I love those theories. I liked it when you worked together because I like seeing my Erics work together, guys. I love when, speaking of The Boys season 2, My Boys season 1 is happening right now and they're coming together for Secret Wars theories. But now I must rip us all apart as we compete for road questions, which I will participate in since there's only two of you. And let's see here. Road question number 1. In a recent interview, Mandalorian and Wonder Woman 1984 actor Pedro Pascal said that he preferred working with Gal Gadot or Gadot over Baby Yoda. Wow. Gal over Baby Yoda. What kind of diva behavior could Baby Yoda have possibly done on set to make his castmates throw shade at him like this?
I'm going to say Baby Yoda, that floating egg that he would hover around in, he filled it with little Yoda turds. Just all the way to the top. Like a hamster in a cage that the kid forgot to take home over the weekend.
Yes.
And it was a long spring break, and then COVID happened. So that hamster's still there, just shooting his way to the top so he can climb his way to freedom. And that's what Baby Yoda did.
All right, that makes sense.
I think he preferred working with Gal Gadot over Baby Yoda because I think Baby Yoda is too damn cute. So I think Baby Yoda suffers from Mariah Carey syndrome, where he's too damn cute, but is vicious and nasty under the surface and just makes life a living hell, even though he's adorable. Right. So I think that's why.
I don't think this is a Baby Yo problem. I think this is a Gadot solution. I would rather work with Gal Gadot than my dead grandmother coming back to life. Like in any situation where I could work with Gal Gadot, I'm going to do that. I don't understand that. To me, that's no contest. I'm sorry. Baby Yoda's not even that hot. Okay, question 2. In honor of the 20th anniversary of the first X-Men movie, my God, I'm old. Producer Ralph Winter did an interview where he mentioned some people who were seeking to be cast in the first film, including Mariah Carey as Storm, Shaquille O'Neal as Forge, and Michael Jackson as Professor X. In this wild alternative X universe, who else would you cast to round out this team?
Okay, I'm trying to imagine this being like a 90s or a late 80s pitch maybe. But I'm going to say Shania Twain as Rogue so that she could sing like, man, I feel like a mutant. And then let's say Mr. T as Magneto, just so he can attract more metallic things to his necklace.
I think it would be hilarious to have had David Hasselhoff play Cyclops.
Yep.
So that he could have the visor on and he could drive around the X-Men Academy in Kit Knight Rider, and then its red visor thing in the front of it would be going back and forth.
Yes.
That's just a fun visual for me.
Yes.
And then I like Kobe Bryant playing Wolverine.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you have like little afro puffs instead of sharp spiky hair.
My God. I just love that.
Wow.
I love that in general. Little known fact, maybe not so little known, David Hasselhoff actually played Nick Fury.
That's right. He was the first on-screen Nick Fury.
In a TV movie, right? Nick Fury, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., a director of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something like that. So Hasselhoff was in the MCU before the MCU even knew what it was. For me, I think you got to go Jim Carrey as Nightcrawler, Chris Farley as Beast, and rounding things out, I would go with let me see here, Alf as Jubilee. Alf, the alien puppet, as Jubilee.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's my. That's who I.
Just a trench coat. Is that it?
Yeah, exactly.
And Alf loved them all too.
That's right. All right. Finally, and something I've been looking very forward to, guys. This week, Taco Bell shattered hearts and probably preserved lives by announcing that they're eliminating some items from their menus. So I present to you this mini lightning round with road questions where you have to guess whether something I tell you is a real menu from Taco Bell, a real menu item from Taco Bell that they're eliminating, or something off-screen producer Zach just made up. So just ring in, say, and let me know. Beefy Fritos burrito.
Real thing.
That is real. Yes.
Maybe we both just answer, and then you give a point to whoever's right.
Perfect.
I like it.
All right.
Cacophony.
So
Perfect.
you guys both get a point for that one. All right. It's 1-1. Second, mini skillet breakfast bowls.
That's real.
I'm going to say that's not a real thing.
Okay, that is a real thing. So
Yeah.
Eric Owusu has 2. Erik Voss has 1.
Suck it, Voss.
Next thing, a Funyuns hard taco.
That's not real.
I'm going to say that's not real either.
That is fake. Okay. Stuffed shredders.
That's real.
Real thing.
That is fake.
Ah.
All right. Loaded griller.
Fake.
Fake. What's a griller?
I don't know
Well,
what griller is.
It's something you used to be able to get at Taco Bell, but it's gone now because that is real. And finally, we have a plugged stuffer.
A plug stuffer? Well, that's got to be real because Taco Bell, every time I use it, I got to use the plunger to unstuck my toilet.
There's no way a plugged stuffer is on the menu. No, fake.
It's fake.
I was about to bet the farm on it.
It's fake, but that answer alone, I'm going to have to give Eric Owusu the points for that round. So let's see. Declaring a winner today is really tough because it was virtually a tie. I gave you guys a tie. I gave Eric round 1, and I gave Erik Voss round 1. I gave you a tie for round 2, and Eric Owusu, I gave you the points for the road question round. So I'm going to just have to ask you a trivia question. This is it. This is the championship. This is for today's game. This is the question that matters the most. I want you to guess what color shorts I'm wearing. And be specific.
Can they be multiple colors from stains that might be on them?
Absolutely and accurately, yes.
I'm going to say khaki with orange, just 1 or 2 orange-ish red stains.
Okay. Thank you for assuming I wear khakis. Great.
I'm gonna say you're wearing green mesh shorts with sour cream stains from your Taco Bell earlier today.
Oh God, I wish. I'm gonna have to go just based on fabric alone. Eric Owusu is the winner. I am wearing blue exercise shorts with yellow Coleman's mustard stains from my nightly ritual of honey wheat pretzels dipped into hot mustard. And by nightly, I do mean these are the shorts I was wearing last night. Eric, you are our winner. What is your wish?
Well, you were right, and Eric won.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Eric Owusu, you are our winner. Yeah. You are the champion, Eric, today. What is your wish? You're the best Eric in my eyes. And to be fair, you were that anyway.
Nice. You're a gentleman and a scholar, Tommy.
Sure.
My wish is that Erik Voss, even though it is no longer National Ice Cream Day, has a pint of his favorite ice cream later today.
On camera? Wish. Oh, no, just eat it?
Well, no, just at some point.
Okay.
On your OnlyFans. You got to do it on your OnlyFans.
Do it for the fans, Voss.
I can hold to that. My favorite ice cream is McConnell's sprinkle cake. Which so great. If you live in the LA area, McConnell's, it's great. And you can't get cones right now. When they won't scoop it in cones and hand it to you, which is the best way to eat ice cream. You got to get a pint.
You got to get a pint. All right, we'll get photo evidence of that and put it on social media or something. That's it for this episode of Rogue Theory. Thank you for going rogue. Let's thank our guests, Erik Voss, the king of all new Rockstars nerd knowledge, and our champion. Our champion, the wonderful Eric Owusu. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Do not forget to subscribe to Rogue Theory and the podcast feed. And stay tuned to the YouTube channel for this and other great shows. And follow us on Twitter at New Rockstars. Follow me at Tommy Bechtold. Follow these gentlemen at their social medias. We are proudly displaying below. I love you all very much. Go Bills. Josh Allen, #1 arm strength in Madden 21. Well deserved. Suck it, Pat Mahomes. Good night.